the BPO Breakroom Podcast. Welcome back to another episode. This is Jae.
Hello everyone, this is Kay.
And those that are watching and listening to us right now, huwag niyong kalimutan, since you are already listening, please subscribe on our YouTube channel and our Spotify account. Kamusta Kay ang iyong kamusta ang iyong Christmas?
Well, medyo kakaiba tong episode na to, no? Kasi hindi siya podcast related. Pero gusto ko lang talaga i-share yung experience ko nitong Pasko. Kasi looking back, we didn't get to have like a gift giving, no? Syempre, because of the tight budget. Pero ngayon, sobrang blessed kami na mas komportable na yung buhay namin. And nakakatuwa makita ka na kahit papano nabibigyan namin ng simpleng saya yung isa't isa. Unlike kasi before na parang, di ba, what we normally do is like, no, salo-salo lang sa table ng pagkain, ganito, ganyan. To be honest with you, Jay, parang hindi nga na-highlight yung food sa table. Masyadong na-highlight yung gift giving.
Wala akong pakialam sa pagkain ang kailangan ko regalo.
Oo. But what about you, Jay? How did you spend your Christmas naman?
Normal, usual, kain-kain, and pero yung gift ko naman is monetary ang value nito. I'm not the type of person that will intentionally buy gift for this occasion. I buy gifts, but for some other occasion, probably birthdays, yung mga ganon, or yung mga unexpected events na may gift tayo, ganon. Pero during Christmas, it's just really more on giving other people, most especially my family, no, resources so that they can buy whatever they want during Christmas. Anong pagkain mo nung Noche Buena?
So ito na nga, no, masyado kaming nawili sa gift giving. I think yung food, pinag-isipan. Well, nagluto kasi si mama ng request kong chicken macaroni. Favorite ko kasi talaga
Chicken
yan.
macaroni, okay. Sige.
Chicken macaroni salad, yeah. Kalimutan yung salad.
Kaya nga.
Tapos,
Chicken macaroni. May salad pala yun. Okay, nag-gets ko.
yes. Tapos nakalimutan yung hamon. Yung hamon, syempre, no. Nakakatuwa kasi, syempre, since wala naman ako sa BPO company, same as my kuya. And, syempre, afford na namin ngayon bumili ng ham. May ham na kami kahit wala sa work.
Oo nga, no?
Dati, alam
like
mo,
every year, no?
Bumili.
Hindi, every
Lagi
year
ka
dati,
talaga.
sa call center companies, di ba? Ano sinabutan ko to? Every year,
Abang-abang, di ba?
ipag-giveaway sila ng yung bilog na ham.
Correct. Pero alam mo, I never experienced that working in a BPO before kasi during the time na naka-experience ako ng short-term BPO lang na job, hindi ko na siya naabutan kasi nung Christmas season, nasa training kami nun. Ganun siya.
Ay.
But before, na-experience ko naman siya. So, nakaabang ako. Kasi syempre, libre, mahal kaya ng ham.
Speaking of ham, nung nag-grocery ako one time sa Walter Mart, merong sabi sa akin nung cashier after I paid them, sir, punta po kayo sa customer service. Ko, bakit? Meron po kaming gifts sa inyo. Okay, go. Di siya gift, di ba? Kasi punta ako doon. Bigyan ako ng ham.
After mo bumili ng ham.
Hindi ako bumili ng ham. Ay, ibang binili ko. Pero
Talagang yun yung libre. Ay,
nakakabit.
bongga.
Okay, salamat.
Pero masarap naman. Maganda naman yung binigay nila.
Nasa ras.
Hindi kinalaw. Uy, wala ako pang
Ginagalaw.
New Year.
New Year. Siyempre, tipid-tipid din tayo.
Kasi diba yung isa kong kapatid, yun siya yung nasa BPO ngayon. Yung kuya ko kasi, tsaka ako, parehas kami naka-freelance. Ngayon, siya yung may ham, yung bunsong kapatid ko. So yung ham niya pang New Year. O, diba naka-schedule?
Pero ang gusto kong ham talaga yung hindi yung nasa mall, hindi yung bilog na naka-covered ng plastic. Gusto ko talaga yung yung nasa Quiapo, yung talagang authentic na ham talaga na slices talaga.
Di ko pa na-try.
Yung talaga ang the best na ham for me. Bibilin mo siya hindi bilog, per kilo, and then slice na siya, nabibigay sa'yo.
Ay, that's nice. Pero nilalagyan mo na rin ng pineapple.
Hindi, sa kanya talaga it's gonna be up to you how you wanna prepare it. Pero sila kasi they will give it to you na sliced na, tapos gawa na nila yung sauce na yon. Kasi hindi siya commercialized, super commercialized na ibabalo sa bilog, plastic na nire-ref, hindi ka.
I see. May ganun pala, no? I didn't know that. Tsaka grabe sadyain talaga sa Quiapo. So, ayun na nga, no, Jay. Alam mo, super excited ako kasi apart from this being our 4th episode, I know that a lot of people are already thinking of this, right?
Ano yan? Mag-resign? Charot. December na eh. Ganun talaga sa ang trend talaga according sa mga friends kong recruiter, na towards the end of the year and mga first few weeks of the following year, diyan mga nagsiresign ng mga empleyado. Pagkakuha nila ng 30th month pay, ng Christmas bonus, and then pagkakuha nila ng PTO conversion or leave conversion, pati income tax return, ayan na, alisan na yung mga yan. And then, of course, sa mga tao naman na nag-aaral ng trabaho, first quarter of the year naman ang perfect sa kanilang maghanap ng trabaho. So,
correct.
yun ang topic natin today. Hindi ba?
Are you ready, Jay?
Yes, go.
Alright, so and to kick off our episode, we have our break room top 10.
The BPO Breakroom Podcast presents
Breakroom Top 10. 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 And to kick off our episode, we have our Breakroom Top 10. Our Breakroom Top 10 topic for today is Top 10 New Year's Resolution of BPO workers in the Philippines.
Meron ka bang meron ka bang New Year's resolution for 2025?
Ito na nga. So kanina, no, iniisip ko, ano bang dapat kong i-achieve next year? Kasi I always fail eh. Diba?
Sino ba successful sa New Year's resolution? Wala pa ako nakikilalang nagsabi ng New Year's resolution nila. Then the following year, towards the end of the year, ay, nagawa ko. Wala pa. Okay, go.
Parang walang success story, no? Ano ka? Parang feeling ko, but I feel like this is gonna be my year. Uy, parang yun din sila
Yes.
last year.
Bakla, every mo sinasabi yan.
I really hope na mapanindigan ko ang sarili ko in terms of, prioritizing myself, having more time for the gym, diba? For the gym ang person. Kasi nga lagi nga sinasabi sa akin ng gym instructor ko na, which is friend ko din naman, no? Na, uy, okay lang yan, mahalaga may first day. Kasi parang after Monday, I would have to reschedule again. But what about you, Jay? What would be your New Year's resolution for 2025?
My New Year's resolution is to not have any New Year's resolution anymore. Charot.
On point.
Ako, my New Year's resolution for 2025 is to be selective of what and who has to have my attention. Because I've learned in the past, I've been too focused on a lot of things like people, events, even the simplest things that do not deserve my attention and my energy. I paid attention on them. But this year, I want to really be selective of who has to have my attention because not everyone, not everything deserves my attention. Of course, for my own sanity din.
Correct. For sure, maraming nakikinig ngayon na makaka-relate dyan, Jay. Diba?
Correct.
Kasi previously, we talk about the holiday stress. And for sure, hindi lang energy yung na-burnout, kundi yung social battery din talaga. Now, we have here the top 10 of the New Year's resolution of BPO workers. Well, according to the BPO employees, these are the common work excuses shared by them in groups like BPO Memes PH. So, malaman naka-follow ka dyan, Jay. Sabi nila, I will stop pretending my Wi-Fi connection is the problem when I oversleep. Nako, kaway-kaway dyan sa mga nag-overbreak. Hello, workforce. Kasi diba naman, Jay, we've all done it. Calling in late and blaming it on the internet. May minsan ganun eh. Pero as for me I only did it once kasi grabe talaga yung konsensya ko kasi parang ang bigat sa akin magsinungaling sa trabaho. But I had to do it kasi super seldom lang naman siya. But that was only before when I was an agent, no? And then, of course, deep down, we know that it's extra hour of sleep that really got us. So maybe this year we'll set that alarm a little earlier or probably multiple of them, no? Diba, Jay?
It's very hard talaga. It's very challenging, most especially sa mga tao naka-work from home, na one of the things that I can share, this happened siguro, mga 3 years ago. We were temporarily working from home. One of my co-workers then, lagi siyang wala sa meetings. Hinahanap siya, mag-reply siya siguro mga towards the end of the shift na. Sabi niya is, meron daw issue yung kanyang PLDT, meron siyang Wi-Fi connection problem and all that. And then, mga meetings, yung siya, sa mga meetings na yun, siya doon, MIA siya. And then, lagi siyang, nag-login siya 20 minutes late. I know because I was the one in charge of checking his time card. Lagi siyang 20 minutes late. And whenever I ask him is because kakagawa lang doon ng PLD connection niya, blah, blah, blah. And then, towards the end of the day, nagkaroon na naman ng issue doon yung kanyang internet, yung gano'n. Until such time na we cannot allow that anymore, hindi ba? Because if we agreed and if we wanted to really work from home, we need to make sure that our connections are ready, our devices are ready, and we are mentally and physically ready. And unfortunately, sa kanya is, I think, kanyang ISP is really not an issue, but him oversleeping. Or I think nag-ano siya. Alam mo yung moonlighting?
Oh, ano yun?
Moonlighting, ibig sabihin you are working for 2 companies at the same time.
Oh, ay, mahirap yun, girl. Alam mo, talagang hanga ako sa mga ganyan pero I cannot imagine the stress index also. Ha?
Hinangaan mo pa yung mali, Day.
Ay,
Pero
nako.
totoo yun. Oo, ganun siya.
Parang hirap
Oo,
naman
so
nun. You're serving two people.
Two
I mean,
masters.
2 clients.
Oo,
Ganon, 2 masters pala.
Mm-hmm. So, ibig sabihin, siguro may meeting siya sa kabilang company and then may meeting, siguro nagkasabay yung meetings namin tsaka nung company niya and then pinili niya isa and then sa kabila, MIA siya and then binlame niya yung Wi-Fi connection.
Wow ha, naisip pa niya yun sa multiple instances.
Correct. It's
I know.
blaming Wi-Fi connection is a common tactic na. Though not always advisable, but it's really a common tactic, most especially for the people who are working from home.
Ako. Pero may mga paraan din naman tayo para malaman no, kung legit pa siya or what. Especially nowadays, di ba?
Anong mga paraan ba yun?
Well, normally kasi what I do, especially if talagang nangyari naman siya, no? But this was only before when I didn't have any backup system like backup internet or backup power source. So kapag ka internet naman kasi what I do is kapag ka gamit ko nga yung internet service provider na meron silang app. So, magre-request ako doon na parang I need help and there's a bad connection. And then, parang automatic kasi nag-generate na siya ng ticket. And there's this parang website online where you can validate it. So,
really? Ano yung PLDT ba yan?
Globe.
Globe nga pala. Globe ka nga pala dahil.
Oo. For sure sa PLDT, meron din silang way. But before kasi I tried it and I was able to validate na, okay, this person is really telling the truth. Kasi he followed my advice and then this agent generated like a report and then he gave me a reference ID. That's why whenever that there's an outage, I would always ask for proof. It would not be enough kasi kapag sa messenger, di ba, meron dyan mga chatbot, they reach out to the ISP. However, kasi it's not enough. It's not gonna show any number or any certain proof that would really help us validate it on our end.
Yung ganyang like going up to the extent of TLs, like validating it by calling Globe or calling PLDT, checking whatever site. Kasi if I were to decide that kind of a protocol, whatever the reason is, siguro I would only give the employees up to 3 instances.
Correct.
Every 90 days for that reason, right? Whether it's true, whether it's not true, whether it's true, right? The employee's responsibility is to make sure that whenever that time comes na nagkaroon ng wobbly connection ang kanilang ISP, ay meron siyang backup.
That's actually a very good suggestion. So, our top 9, according to our source from the BPO employee blogs like bpojobstreet.ph, why PTO is important and how to use it, right? And madalas ang linyahan dito ng mga BPO employees, I will finally use my PTO instead of hoarding it like a treasure chest.
Siguro I was guilty of this before na hino-hoard ko yung PTO ko until the end of the year. So I will not, hindi ba kasi yung time ng tao na ma-PTO, I think I am wisely using my weekends naman for that. And then you hoard ko siya towards the end of the year for the Christmas events if there will be one, or yung mga companies na pinagtrabahuhan ko before, meron kasi kaming PTO or leave conversion, meaning to say yung mga unused PTOs mo, i-convert siya into your daily rate.
Really? Talagang, I've heard of it although I've never experienced it, pero kasi I've never heard na parang talagang may mga tao na nagsisave talaga nun for later. Lalo na kung nako-convert naman siya. Really? Kasi ako for the rest I'm person. I need break. Kasi diba you deserve it. Before kasi lagi ako parang ginagasay ko sarili ko, no, why am I gonna file a leave? Hindi ko naman to kailangan. And maraming tao dyan, wow, inisip pa ibang tao kaysa sa sarili. And then my partner was like, uy, deserve mo naman yan, entitled ka dyan, ba't di mo gamitin? Hindi na kasi before, meron kasing culture sa Filipino company, hindi lang sa BPO, na parang pag nag-leave ka, questioning ka pa, bakit? Parang sarap sagutin, why not?
Totoo yan. I saw one of the parang YouTube vlogs ng very sikat siya. He's based in the US. Parang companies or employers should have no rights to ask their employees the reason why they're taking a leave. Unless it's a sick leave. But if they're taking a leave, like PTO, like vacation, employers should not have any rights of asking the employees of that. And however, they have the right naman to make adjustments. For example, yung mga bandwidth issue, like yung mga understaff for that specific day.
Correct.
Or may mga special events or may sales or promotion ng company that they need a lot of people to man the phones and the shop and whatnot. So the employers have the right naman to make adjustment and request for the adjustment. Pero in terms of hoarding it, yun nga, may mga companies na wala namang leave conversion as one of the benefits. Iba talaga is, may kakalala ko is they are hoarding PTOs for emergencies. Kasi nga, I think yung mga taong ito ay may experience na before na may, not them, but siguro yung people close to them, like their families, their children, and whatnot, no? Para na hospitalized and they had to take like long leaves para mabantayan yung kanilang mahal sa buhay na nasa hospital. Pero yun nga, yung ibang empleyado kasi talaga is they are really reserving, number one, their PTO credits to be converted into cash towards the end of the year. And some naman is they are hoarding PTOs to or for these kind of emergencies.
Oh, I see. Well, to expand on that, no, before we hop on to our next topic, Jay, kasi you mentioned kanina na you're not the person who typically goes for PTO, di ba? But what if, let's say, hinuhoard mo siya, no? Kasi you have plans on holiday season, like Christmas, New Year. But what if the company announced or like released a memo na, oh, critical working days, holidays, no leave, no ganito, ganyan, whatsoever. Sayang, di ba?
Correct. Sayang siya. Ang iba kasing company ay sa mga ganyang instances is if they, for example, they announce na hey, critical working days, wala magli-leave during this season, they're actually allowing the employees to use up their PTO credits for this year until March of the following year.
Oh, okay. Pwede pala yun.
Yeah, oo. So, hindi
Parang
siya...
napaka-wise mo for PTO, no?
Correct. So, hindi siya mapo-forfeit. Meron ka pa hanggang March. Iba nga hanggang June pa eh. Right? So, may mga ganun.
Pero hindi mo naman na-experience yun na parang naharangan naman yung request mo to file PTO for holidays.
Wala, never pa nang harang. Wala pa nang harang. Subukan nila mangharang din. Pero wala pa nang harang sa akin. If ever I want to. If ever I wanted to go. Kasi hindi mo ako type ng tao na mag-PTO, right? And then, mag-PTO man ako, dahil, hindi ako yung tao na ma-PTO. Pero mag-PTO ako dahil, i-reject mo pa dahil, wait lang, usap tayo.
Alika rito. Mag-usap tayo. Diba? Ay, naku, nakakaloka. Na hot seat patuloy yung yung HR yung na hot seat, no? Imbis na ikaw.
True.
But let's change gears for a moment, no? And discuss naman our top 8. Ayan na. So, based on our top 8 kasi, these are the type of humorous takes on tardiness shared in BPO world. Especially sa groups ng Facebook, right?
Okay.
And there are 2 stories actually. But ito yung kasi mga linyahan ng mga BPO employees na like, I will stop using the alarm, didn't go off excuse, because it really did. Same with, I will stop blaming traffic for being late when I know that I missed the bus. Diba? Alarm and
Relate
traffic.
Relate na relate. Both yan, both.
Nagamit mo na to, no?
Yes, nagamit ko na yan. Most especially the traffic. Pero yung traffic kasi is totoo naman talaga. Most especially from Pasig to Makati before. And then, actually Pasig to Ortigas, it will take me almost 2 hours. So, sobrang traffic. Yeah, ang pasok ko was 8 o'clock ng gabi. Meaning to say, 5 p.m. pa lang gising na dapat ako nag-prepare. And then 6 o'clock, lalarga na ako. Right? During that time, I think it was Baguio season. As in 2 hours ako sa Kaliday.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Nakakaloka yung ganun, no? Kaya alam mo, ang dami talaga nagsishift sa freelance eh. Kasi yan talaga yung problem, yung traffic. Nauubos yung panahon mo na imbis na sana nakakapag-relax ka na lang or nakakapagluto ka ng pagkain mo. So, nangyayari, people will always end up with unhealthy lifestyle talaga.
Correct. Meron din ako time na na yung alarm ko na hindi mayroon din go off because ang sinet kong palang alarm, hindi pala ako sa alarm clock nag-set ng time. Alam mo ko saan? Sa calculator.
Oo. Yan.
Oo.
Lord.
So, hinahanap ko sa alarm clock ko yung sinet kong time. Ba't ganun? Lahat ng mga time na sinet ko sa alarm clock ko is naka-off. Wala, nung sinet ko yung mga open apps ko sa phone ko. Baka sa calculator din talaga. 530. 30 ng hapon. Ay,
Diyos ko, nakakaloka. Well, na-experience ko din yan one time, no, nung nag-work pa ako sa kitchen. And then, there's this time na the reason behind why I started like setting up multiple alarms is because there is this one instance na I used to set an alarm for 1 or 2 alarms siguro, ganun. And then, for some reason, hindi ko siya narinig na tumunog. Eh ako pa naman, yes, mantika ako matulog, pero mababaw lang din yung, ano ba i-explain? Basta mabilis ako magising, di ba? And then, for some reason, hindi siya nag-ring. Tapos nagising ako. Pawisan ako noon, tanghaling tapat. Di ba yung mga magulang natin, I'm not sure kung sa inyo, ng mga nakikinig, ganito din ha, nang papatay ng electric pan.
Nga, ba't ko yun?
So pagising ko, pawis yung leeg ko. Kaya diba, tas tanghaling tapat kasi ang shift ko nun is panghapon ako, 12 to 9.
Okay.
Yan. Tapos, nangyari wala. Tapos ang kakakaloka pa, parang akong nasa-suffocate at that time. Kasi sarado yung pinto ko, patay yung electric fan, tapos ang init nasa second floor yung kwarto ko. Siyempre, salubong sa akin yung init, diba? Pawisan ako ganito, ganyan. Tapos ngayon, nagising ako, wala pang tao. Sabi ko, Ma, tinatawag ko yung kapatid ko. Sabi ko, para akong alam mo yun, yung parang inabando na. Tapos,
ako nalulunod sa rin mong house.
Oo. Tapos pagtingin ko ng oras, it's already past 1 p.m. Ang pasok ko 12.
Oh my gosh.
Tapos ang unang instinct talaga na pumasok sa isip ko is tawagan yung manager ko. Hindi nag-ring. Sabi ko, hello? Dramatic. Pero totoo ganito talaga yung nangyari. Kasi nagpanic din talaga ako. Kasi hinahirapan akong huminga Sabi ko, hello? Sabi ko, mami, hindi pa ako makakapasok. Sabi, paano ka? Okay ka lang ba? Nagtataka nga ako. Akala ko absent ka. Hindi po, kasi ganito, ganyan. Hindi sinabi ko, nagising ako. Hirap ako huminga. Hindi ko sinabi, hindi ako narinig sa alarm. Hindi ko narinig yung alarm. Actually, parang ang sinabi ko nun, I don't know, pero nag-alarm naman ako, pero pagising ko, hirap ako makahinga. So, yan. Before the drama ang person. Pero yun talaga yung initial reaction ko at that time. So parang after nung call, nahimasmasan ako kasi okay lang daw, basta take my time daw, ganito, ganyan. Or if hindi kaya pumasok, okay lang.
Promoting absenteeism instead of preventing absenteeism for the longest time in the BPO world. Leaders have been trying to prevent absenteeism, but there's a new strategy that sprouted, I think, a few years back about promoting absenteeism. This means that if you are not well, if you are not feeling 100% to report to work, if you have some personal problems that you are unable to give your 100% to work, if you're gonna be late because of some personal problem, papasok ka man, hindi ka rin 100%, please take the days off.
Let's take a moment to talk about our top 7 naman. This one right here is coming from Facebook groups, like BPO Philippines, where workers share their tips and frustrations. Ang dami dyan, nag-vent out, share ng sentiments nila. And one of their line is, I will keep my work desk clean and organized this year. Ito.
Every year na naman yan.
Yan na naman tayo. Nalipat ka ng station. Diba?
Anong laman ng work table mo?
In all honesty, lang talaga. I want to achieve yung kasi minimalism. Kaya lang, tama ba sinabi ko, minimalism, no? Yung konti lang talaga yung gamit. So kasi hindi maiwasan kapag sobrang busy, let's say, hindi maiwasan na minsan napapakain ako sa desk ko. Pero madalas na nasa table ko is yung water tumbler ko, isang snack, go-to snack. Hindi pwede mawala.
Kala ko, ang laman lang ng table ko, isa lang, konti lang naman na food like liempo, dinuguan, menudo, sotang.
Lechon lang naman, mga lechon paksiw, ganon.
Tsaka maha blanca.
Yeah?
Buffet table pala.
Yung computer pala, nakalimutan ko.
Diba? Work table nga tapos puro food. Ako bukod sa PC ko, basahan, vape na walang laman, tsaka charger.
Refill na.
Yan. Oo.
Ano yung isa?
Charger.
Ay, charger.
Mga cord ng phone, ng vape, yun. Tsaka ng meron din akong pen and notebook. I'm the type of person na very,
you still write?
I still write. Pen and paper approach pa rin ako sa lahat ng mga bagay. Although sa mga meetings, I write on the notepad sa PC and then after that, I transpose it to my notebook because I am that. Kasi ang natutunan ko sa mentor ko before, a man with no notebook has no future.
So wala na ako future. Charing. I used to write before, I used to collect journals nga Kasi, ewan ko, I have this love of, have you heard of bibliophile?
Yeah.
It's a syndrome kasi na, whereas na you love, the smell of books, ganito, ganyan. But on my case, I love the smell of journals. I don't know, for some reason. Tapos, Tapos, napaka-selective ako when it comes to the paper quality. Na ito
Ay.
makapal to, yung ganda na ito. I want to use this as my journal. And before kasi, I love to learn different languages. So, I studied Korean by myself. And then, it's proven effective talaga, no? That the more that you write, the things that you want to learn, the more that you observe it.
Correct. Oh, there's power in the written word. For me, whenever I wanted to learn something, I write them down. For example, I was listening to an educational podcast and an educational vlog. The things that I pick up from those vlogs that I learned, I write it. I write them down. Pati man yung mga pati man yung whenever I attend yung Sunday Mass, yung mga sermon ng pastors, take notes ko rin siya.
Ay, really?
Mm.
Oh.
It's funny that most people would have this kind of resolution every year that I will keep my work desk clean or my house clean and organized this year. So the January 1 or first week of January, they will do spring cleaning, they will even mop the floor, and then they will rearrange their work table, and then February back to a messy table na naman siya.
Nako, parang mapapaisip na nangyari.
Correct.
Diba? Magic na lang talaga siya. Ito naman kasi, Jay.
Those people that are listening to us right now, please drop in the comment section below what are the things that we can find on your work table if ever that we would raid your work table.
It's good time to bring up then yung top 6 natin. And this is coming from the BPO humor found on Facebook. Like the group hosts, like Pinoy BPO workers or BPO memes PH. Ito talaga yung pinakatambayan ng karamihan sa atin dito sa BPO world, no? Eh madalas na sinasabi nila dyan, I will stop saying I follow up with my supervisor just to stall. Naku, guilty ako dito, Jay. It's a super classic, talaga.
The supervisor excuse.
Action.
Most especially sa mga soup calls, I'd like to talk to your supervisor. Okay, let me go ahead and check if my supervisor is available.
Pero wala naman talaga.
Correct. Pero si agent naman talaga, hindi chine-check hindi sinasabi sa supervisors nila na, hey, may soup call, gano'n. They will just check, I'll follow up if my supervisor is already available, and then they'll get back to the customer and then tell the customer that, hey, I'm still waiting for my supervisor. Let me go ahead and check again. Can you please stay on the line for a couple of more minutes? So that's what we call the supervisor excuse na I'll follow up with my supervisor. Yun yung code nila na I have no clue what's going on. But correct. And then when the supervisor notices sa kanilang monitoring screen na si agent ay nasa long call na, and the supervisor would approach the agent, and the supervisor will ask the agent, hey, what's the issue? Huli na si agent. I-release nyo na lang kung ayaw nyo i-transfer sa supervisor nyo. I-release nyo yung call. Sipain nyo yung router ninyo, di ba? Patayin nyo yung router ninyo. Charot.
So, our top 5 would be, I will keep my absences to a minimum unless there's a typhoon. Same with, I will stop saying I'm feeling under the weather when I just need a mental health day. Nako. Alam mo na to, Jay.
True. Most especially sa Pilipinas, sa talagang anticipated naman na tuwing typhoon season. Right? Rain or shine, the struggle to get to work is really real, right? Traffic pa lang, that's number one, most especially if typhoon season, right? Yan talaga ang super struggle na ang mga BPO workers to report on site. Kaya most people na mag-absent, they will just use the typhoon reason as their excuse. Whether, kasi hodang yung area nila is hindi naman ganun grabe kabaha or kaulan, but the fact that there's a typhoon, they are actually using the typhoon reason as the excuse.
Yun lang ang mahirap dyan. May mga ganun pala talaga instances. Kaya hindi mo din pala mabiblame yung iba tail nang hihingi ng proof, no? Correct.
And not just that, yung meron pong may bagyo po sa area namin, kaya po yung ISP ko, maya nag-disconnect. So yung ganung mga reason din, right? Even though there's truth in that line na merong bagyo sa area nila, pero hindi naman talaga affected yung ISP, mga ganung klase mga eksena that some agents, employees are actually getting away with it. So they're using typhoon to their benefit.
Oo, correct. Ay nako, maraming mga ganyang cases ha, pero syempre, the initial response would be, you being concerned, kaya lang you also have to dig pa rin to dig deeper and see if that person is really affected kasi parang minsan madedetect mo yan kapag ganito yung approach nila. Hey, ito po yung sitwasyon and binabagyo kami. Tapos yun na, wala ka na maririnig.
Right.
Parang, uy, baka nakatulog to. Charing.
Nakatulog yan or baka lasing.
Oo. Ay, wag naman sana. Pero yun nga. Well, in reality talaga, that happens, no? And isa pa dyan, Jay, hindi lang yun. Yung, you not feeling well. And it's not always about the physical illness kasi. Sometimes we just need a break for our mental well-being. And that's okay. Correct. So this year, let's be more honest about needing a mental health day instead of pretending we have a cold. Right?
Correct. I think that some people are just using na I'm not feeling well kasi nga nabasa ako ng ulan or whatever. Well, in fact, they just needed a mental health day. And one of the reasons why they are reluctant to declare that reason to their supervisor or to their boss is because there's always a stigma attached to mental health struggles that, you're crazy, your wiring is loose or whatever. So that those kind of stigmas attached to it, and some people are actually afraid to really, come up and declare na, hey, I need a mental health break. Can I take a day off or probably take a couple of hours off? Ganun, right?
Correct. And talaga yung ang hirap din kasi talaga dito And especially if you're, let's say, in a leadership role, minsan pa magiging reason pa yan na, this person is not capable of, leading people because of what is going through, mga ganyan. Diba? May mga ganun kasing instances. That's why people would tend to, just stay or keep silent about what they're going through, and instead mag-aano na lang, may fever kasi ako. Minsan nga parang magpa-plant ka pa ng seeds like days before kang umabsent.
Uubo ka ng konti, right?
Oo.
Sakit ng ulo ko,
Tablay-tablay, hindi ka makatawa kahit tawan-tawa ka na sa chika ng katabi mo.
And then sa araw ng birthday ng tropa mo, boss, lumala na yung sakit ko, gano'n. In fact, atin ka lang birthday ng tropa mo, di ba?
Yun nga, may balak pala, no?
My take naman on people or some people who are who are using mental health as their reason to not report to work is overuse kasi siya minsan, meaning to say, even though it's not true, even though they just wanted to join their tropa's birthday party, they will use this reason, right? So parang it's a double-edged sword in some levels that people will use it just to get away with something or just to be able to not report to work even though it's not true. Kaya naman yung mga tao talagang nag-struggle with their mental health, hindi na rin masyadong pinaniniwalaan. This started after the pandemic. If you notice, after the pandemic, a lot of people are actually promoting mental health, right? And it's really a valid reason, it's a valid situation, and it's happening. And some people are taking advantage of that fact.
Yun yung nakakalungkot nowadays, no? Na parang, kasi, aminin naman natin, no? People are getting more educated than before about mental health. And sometimes they would use that, as an excuse, while other people are afraid to use that kasi they're afraid of being judged. Diba? Tapos yung nakikinabang yung mga wala pang, alam mo yun?
Okay
such
naman.
experience. Okay naman sila, 'di ba? Parang ano lang pala. Kasi oftentimes din minsan na mimistook nila yung sadness to depression. Alam mo 'yun?
True. And those are two different things, although they are on the same spectrum, but they are totally different situations, no?
So, yun. Kaya, maraming, for sure, makakarelate talaga sa mga nakikinig sa atin dyan, no? Kaya, girl, if you're feeling down, it's okay to take a day off and be honest. If you can't be honest with your manager, at least be honest with yourself. If you're gonna need a day off, just come up with siguro probably a reason na at acceptable din naman, hindi yung parang katulad ng nawalan kami ng internet, or valid reason naman, or you can have like a sit with your leader na, hey, I just wanted to talk to you about something and this is what I'm going through, and the reason why I'm letting you know is for you to be aware what you're dealing with. But know that I'm not gonna use this as an excuse. This is just like a seldom thing din naman. Diba? Para may transparency din, and at the same time, you're setting proper expectation to your leader so that they would know what to expect din, no? In case na it would happen again in the future. So I think that's the best advice that we can give, to our listeners. Ayun siya,
Kayo ba,
Jay.
the people who are listening to us right now, have you used those reasons just to go on absent? If yes, magbago na kayo.
Diba? But now that we've got that covered, Jay, no, let's look at our top 4 naman. So ito siya, online conversations about work breaks, fitness memes, and TikTok addiction. Naku, guilty ako dito. Shared by BPO workers on Facebook. And madalas ang linyahan nila dyan, I will start exercising during my breaks instead of scrolling through TikTok. Ay,
Yun lang.
nako.
Diba yan? TikTok is life no?
Oo, ito na. And madalas pa niyan, uy, ang ganda nitong video na to. Pag scroll up mo, kakascroll mo ng kakascroll, di mo alam, oras na yung lumilipas.
Alright.
Diba?
And I think exercise is really has become a rare commodity now, especially for people who are working from home. Na during yung mga people that are working from home, we are for the full 8 to 9 hours of the day of the night, we are in a sedentary position. That's a really dangerous position to be at for a long period of time. So we have to make sure na mag-exercise tayo tuwing umaga. So, do some form of movement, no? Like, pwedeng tumayo, upo tayo ka lang, like for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or during your break, mag-walk around the house ka, right? Or during your lunch, maglakad ka mula bahay nyo hanggang luneta, then bumalik ka. Yung mga ganong klaseng example. I know a person before, naka-work ko siya, na during his lunch time, which was 1 hour before sa amin, 1 hour lunch, nagja-jogging siya for 30 minutes, and then he will come back after 30 minutes, right, after jogging around the subdivision. Then maliligo siya, and then kain ng konti, and then back to work. Yung ganong klaseng exercise. I think that's a good routine.
Oo. And meron din akong kakilala before na kapag ka-break niya, instead of sleeping it off, or taking like a power nap, she would go for yung sa gym, yung pagka gusto mo lang mag-walking or ano tawag doon?
Treadmill?
Yon, treadmill. Inahan
Wow,
din
akala ko alam mo kung anong word yung hinahanap na nakaipalutin. Treadmill lang pala.
Treadmill lang pala, no? Hindi kasi meron daw siya nabili sa Shopee ata yun. Yung mga nauuso ng pandemic na foldable lang, di ba? And then minsan, kapag lalo na syempre, aminin naman natin, no? Kapag work from home, lagi ka nakaupo. So, minsan kailangan mo din magbanat ng buto, no? Kasi nananakit din yan, kumikirot, meaning, you need to make a lot of movement para hindi ka din ma-stuck dyan. So, yun yung ginagawa niya. Instead of taking a power nap, she would unfold that specific treadmill, no? And then, she would go there for, like, walk for 15 to 30 minutes. Mga ganun. Minsan nga, mag-ano pa yan eh. Hey, taking my lunch early, just need to take a walk. Kala mo kung saan, yun lang pala sa loob lang pala ng sala. Our top 3. So, ito na yung mga discussions about career growth and training shared in BPO Philippines and LinkedIn posts from industry professionals encouraging upskilling. So, madalas linyahan nila dito, Jay, I will enhance my skills and knowledge. Ayan.
I love that.
Malaman.
Siguro every year. That's one of my New Year's resolutions every year. I always make sure that every year I get to learn something new, regardless if it's about my leadership or something a new skill that I haven't learned or something new to me. This year, one of the things that I learned is itong audio editing and or using Canva. Last year naman was, I think I got to learn managing P&L, profit and loss. Ikaw, okay, what's your take
I
on
love
this?
that. Well, ako kasi, ang problem ko kasi, Jay, I think I'm a visual learner. So, I tend to watch videos instead of browsing. Pero I love books and I read books. Pero when it comes to the internet, I don't know. Siguro kasi iba yung aspect of reading. Instead of you reading via book, you're reading directly from the computer. And sometimes I can become selective. Tapos hanggang sa parang, ay, wag na nga, itigil ko na to. Parang wala namang pupuntahan. Parang ganun. It's a negative thought na that anyone should not follow. So sa mga nakikinig dyan, no, wag niyo akong gayahin. But
what one thing, the most recent thing that you learned?
In regard to upskilling, that would be digital marketing, but not too much. Kasi nga, yun nga. medyo nag-struggle ako when it comes to reading online. I'd rather read on books, but online, parang I find it difficult ha. So, what I would do is that I find some video lessons instead.
Digital marketing is one of the most in-demand skills since the pandemic hit. A lot of people are actually capitalizing on marketing, especially digital marketing, to grow their businesses. Right? I studied digital marketing 2020 when I worked for this digital marketing company for a couple of years, and it's really an eye-opener. It really blew my mind how marketing has a science behind it. It's not just really about posting something on Facebook. It's not just really about doing commercials. It's not just really about sending newsletters to potential customers. It's really science and system behind it. Nakakabonggang kaalaman iyon.
Our top 2, diba? Typical BPO lifestyle habits shared in Facebook groups like Pinoy BPO workers, and light-hearted memes about coffee addiction posted on BPO Memes PH. Kaway-kaway sa mga taga-Guatemala dyan. Kasi ang madalas linyahan dyan, I'll finally drink water instead of 3 cups of coffee before my shift. Ako, Jay, anong take mo dito?
How many cups of coffee can you or do you normally drink every night or every shift?
Good question ha. Kasi before talaga, I'm a coffee drinker. Hindi naman ako coffee drinker like Starbucks or whatnot. Hindi yung tinitimpla lang talaga. Nescafe, yan, ganyan. Coffee mate, and the sugar, diba? Ngayon, before kasi umaabot ako sa 5 cups of coffee.
Oh my God, talaga ba?
Kaya ko, minsan nga nakakatulog pa ako, hindi ko nga alam kung bakit eh. Siguro mataas yung tolerance ko sa caffeine. I'm not sure ha. Kasi
Meron ako kilala, whenever they wanted to get sleepy, they'll drink coffee.
Oo, may ganun ako, Jay.
Bakit?
Oo.
What's wrong with you?
We don't know too.
I remember before, for I think almost a decade, I was a heavy coffee drinker talaga. As in, papasok ako, wala pa akong almusal, I don't normally eat or have breakfast eh. And then I go to the office. Instead of me, didiretso ko ng office, didiretso ko ng floor, punta ako ng Starbucks, and I'll buy me a venti coffee Americano.
Oo.
Nakakatatlong 20 ako Americano. Hindi ako nag-lunch noon.
Oh my.
Kasi nagka-20 lang ako ng 20 ng coffee Americano. For almost 10 years, I was like that until nagkaroon ako ng...
nagkaganon ka yung sa gastro?
I still drink coffee pa rin naman, pero not as much as venti coffee Americano. Siguro ang maximum ko lang now is 2 cups of coffee sa shift. Okay. So, I think it's a good New Year's resolution yung to finally drink water instead of filling your body or your system up with cups of coffee the entire shift. So, try to adhere to this kind of resolution. It's really good.
Hydration is key. Wow! Alam mo talaga hindi nakakalimutan uminom ng tubig. But anyway, sige, let me add that to my New Year's resolution. But then again, Jay, so apart from the coffee lovers out there, I know that a lot of people would definitely relate to this, and malamang sa malamang guilty kayo dito sa ating top 1. Eto na. So, majority of the time, we talk about this orange app and the blue app, no? And those are the kind of deals that are constantly posted in Facebook BPO groups and online communities. And minsan kahit hindi mo naman siya hinahanap, nagpa-pop up na lang siya kasi nasira na ang algorithm mo. Diba? And madalas ang linyahan nila dyan, I won't spend my entire bonus on Lazada or Shopee flash sales. Right, Jay?
Hindi naman natutupad yan. Kahit naman hindi kita bonus no? Pwede sabihin, I won't spend my entire salary on Lazada or Shopee flash sales.
Parang nagpapaka-blindsided na lang.
I deserve this bullshit. You deserve things. Kaya nga after you spend all your bonus and your salary on buying Lazada and Shopee, you also deserve na maghihirap. Charot. What's your most recent Shopee and Lazada find?
Ay, news ko, mga gamit pambahay. Di ba naglipat kami? Hindi ako pala shopping sa online ha. Kasi hindi talaga ako maluho sa gamit, no? Pero kasi when it comes to food, dyan ako napapagastos. Pero ever since lumipat kami, asa pala mapili ng gamit? Ito pa rin tinatawag nilang adult face, no?
For me, therapy siya na you're nasa SM department store, SM department store, sa appliance section, and then you're walking around, and then, kahit wala ka namang idea what to buy, you just go there and then walk around the appliance center, the department
Correct.
store, and titingin-tingin ka lang, and then ending, lalabas ka ng SM, wala ka ng pera.
Bibit-bit. Diba?
Correct.
Pero may bit-bit ka. Yun ang mahalaga.
Siguro good deal sa akin when I speaking of Lazada and Shopee sales, flash sales, is yung Beroka. You know what Beroka is, right?
Oo. I
Mm-mm.
tried that
So,
before.
yun, siguro magkano ba yung isang box nun? Siguro mga 300 yata or 200-ish.
Oo, 300
Isang
plus
box,
yun
di
eh.
ba? Oo.
Mm.
Did you know na nakuha ko lang siya for 625 pesos? 4 boxes na.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I get to make tipid by 600 pesos because normally if you get to buy 4 pieces, around 900 to 1,000.
I tried that before kasi may napanood kasi alam naman may mga TikTok guru, no? 'Di ba? May mga TikTok guru na saying recommending stuff and one of them is the Beroka nga. I never
Yes.
knew Beroka until TikTok. So, sabi nila maganda daw siya and it's very good for the brain din daw, yung mga ganon. So, sabi ko, uy, I think I'm gonna need that. Then when I tried, I'm not sure if it's allowed to say it here, pero pasintabi na lang din, no? Parang binabalin sa usaw ako, iniinom ko yun. Kaya I
Mas
stopped.
maganda yun, Dai. Mas maganda yun.
Ah, really ba?
Ibig sabihin, oo, mas sabihin, yung bladder mo is being cleansed.
Oh my goodness, I stopped because of that.
Ang ginagawa ko kasi now is, nagustuhan ko to, I'll put it in my shopping cart and then I'll check after 30 days, 60 days, 20 days if I really need it. And most often than not, after checking it again, hindi ko na kailangan pala. So, dinidelete. So, imagine if I took advantage of that sale, that moment, I put it in the cart, lahat na ng pera ko nandun. And those are our Breakroom Top 10 New Year's resolution of BPO workers in the Philippines. So, which one stand out to you? Our biggest insight is resolutions are a chance to reset, but they are also about staying true to what makes us human. Whether it's loving milk tea or sneaking in an extra sleep depends on what you need, depends on what is acceptable and doable for you. Right? When you set resolutions or New Year's resolution, make sure it's achievable para at least there's no disappointment and there's no frustration if ever that you don't get to meet them. Kasi may mga tao kasing kilala ko na ang New Year's resolution nila is I will stop eating rice na. Dai, for the past 30 years of your life, you've been eating rice and then all of a sudden, you will stop eating rice. So, try to be more realistic and make sure it's achievable.
So, to those who are listening to us, we want to hear from you. What's your New Year's resolution for 2025? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, whether you're watching from YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram.
Agree. So let's interact on our social media accounts. Join our very exclusive Discord group. And for those who are exploring job opportunities in the BPO industry, whether work from home or on-site, or simply looking for a virtual tambayan, check our bio and join our growing community on Discord. Thanks for joining us and stay tuned for the next episode.
Bye everyone! Kita-kits on our next episode.
And that wraps up another episode of the BPO Breakroom. Salamat sa pagsama sa atin today.
We hope you enjoyed the kwentuhan and learned something new. Don't forget, love, learn, and level up.
And follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok for exciting updates, tips, and more chikahan.
Give us a thumbs up and share this with your workmates. Baka ito na ang break time inspiration nila. Until next time, stay awesome, stay productive, and always take time to recharge. Kita-kits ulit dito sa The BPO Breakroom.